G'day folks, welcome to Sumo's Projects and welcome to this multiple part series, a brand new build I'm doing. I'm actually putting up a wall which acts as a partition and also a massive tool board on one side, and also something for storage capacity on the other side, which may be gardening tools and those types of. First time to Sumo's Projects, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keeps you posted about when I do produce a video, and give it the thumbs up. Alright, let's hook into this one, guys. G'day everyone, I'm building this tool wall with structural pine. They're long lengths I picked up in my vehicle. Bit of a wave because it's a long way away from the camera to get this shot in, but the actual size of this tool wall is going to be 3.6 metres long, or approximately 12 feet, by 2.4 metres tall, or about 8 feet high. I'm doubling up here the two cut bits and putting my laser onto it as to determine the correct height to cut the other sections of timber that I'm needing. It's extremely accurate to use a laser measurer. I then go back to the miter saw and I commence cutting down my studs. So this is locking in tight as I measured. The measurement's correct here, but on both ends there's a bit of a gap, so either the cement, the concrete floor is a little bit out of skew, or movement and all sorts of things to consider, but I'll cut the ends and that a little bit longer, and I'll do individual cuts, measurements as I go along. I think that's the best way to treat that, and that eliminates any type of sort of movement. I'm doing countersink first, and then I'm drilling through with another drill bit to get a little bit of an opening into the adjoining piece, and then driving in 3-inch screws, 75mm. That's sufficient. And look, you can use nails and things, but I always look at it, you can't disassemble something with nails as quickly as you possibly can here using screws. So here's a little tip: if your timber has got to be pulled back in, you haven't got a clamp obviously this long, get yourself a little offcut, countersink a hole, and we'll do this. I've probably seen someone doing this on YouTube, but if no one has, I'll claim it as my own little invention. Got to win some of them. Touch that bit, get a clamp, and bring it back in flush. Bob's your uncle. The whole reason I'm making this is to increase my storage capacity. It's funny when you think about, oh, you're putting up an extra wall, but I've got my partner to help me stand this up, but it actually does bring into play a lot of tool storage off both sides of this tool wall, and it breaks up your workshop as well, so you've got like two separate little work areas. So I like to fix down the bottom of the frame. I've got a Ramset product here. Ramset, very good renowned brand in Australia, and these are called an anchor screw. So basically you've got to pre-drill. So I've got myself a masonry bit, correct size to accommodate the threaded diameter shank here. I just hold them up a little bit closer. Ramset products are pretty good. Get them at your hardware store. And this is a Sutton Tools masonry bit, so should do the job. As far as up top, I'm going into the steel framework of the shed. So what I'm using for that, it's basically a product, it's a self-tapping type galvanized, I'm using gal here, screw. So I'm going to give that a shot. I might have to pre-drill it, I'm not sure yet, but Obviously we'll see if my drill can drive it through without having to do that, but that'll give it the good rigidity. And then we're going to work on the noggins, the cross bracing, and that'll secure it and tighten it right up. Let's go. It's pretty interesting commencing this not having a hammer drill. I had to rush up to Bunnings to grab this Ryobi one, pretty cheap, and alas, it works nicely. Well, I'm drilling into the concrete here, and I'm using those sort of a dyna drive screw. You ratchet these down, and they're not really going to move. You saw before, when I was standing this frame up, you could see it was very tight fit, and look, you probably wouldn't have any movement if you didn't brace it, but I was using tech screws coming down through the steel of the frame of the garage, and then driving some tech screws downwards. Now, making the noggins here, or the cross bracing, and installing this using pocket hole screws, and I just love this system. Get them nice and tight actually, and put the screws in, and you'll never have any issues at all. I don't know about you, but I've seen a lot of examples of people testing pocket hole joinery against other forms. I find it's just effective, it's strong, it's efficient, and you get the job done pretty quickly. And it's really good in a lot of furniture builds where you don't see the screws, so basically you're right to go. This is 12mm plywood panelling, which I'm attaching with about 6 billion screws. That was fun for the first 5 minutes. Just tracing around here so I know where my noggins are, and I'm just screwing into those via the plywood. It's amazing when you think about the idea of putting up a partition or a wall in your shed, what effect that will have, but it'll have a tremendous effect for storage capacity, and I'm going to utilise both sides of this, and it'll also make you feel like you've got 2 workshops running, so that's always a good thing. Can't always get the screw in first go, but never mind. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this build and you get something out of it. There might be something that you can put into practice in your own workshop environment. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and see you on the next one. So there you have it, guys. That's a complete build frame, and also cladding it with plywood as the face. And I must say I'm very happy. I've just put a few things up here temporarily as just to show you how the function's going to be. I'm still trying to decide whether to paint it or not. Looking at the camera, it doesn't look too bad. I might just putty up the where I put the screws. It has a maximum potential to have a lot of things hanging here, so I'm going to be purchasing a lot more of these type of hooks, which are quite cheap, and it should come up really good. So that's it. And the other side of this is where my workshop is now. It has separation, so we have 2 different work areas, and that's something which I put a lot of I say thank you very much to Built by Chris for having suggested. He ran pretty strongly with the idea here too. So look, if this is the first time you watch any of my videos, subscribe, follow me along. I love that. Leave a comment. I love your comments. Always reply. And until the next build, I encourage you to get out in your workshops and make anything you want to make, things that have value in your home or in your workshop. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. Hooroo.